welcome back. This is the No Label Reloaded show. I'm here with my co-host Sonny and my other co-host, my man Big 115, Big Spielberg, Sean Lover. So what's up, y'all, man? Since we've been going, man, it's been a lot of, a few things that transpired in the universe, in the world, man, like it is. So it always keeps going, either somebody else or it's going to be you. You know what I mean? We talking about just, going by this real. This guy had 7 wives. And I don't think I could do the 7 wives. What y'all think? I can't do the 7 wives. Maybe what you said, 3?
3.
Yeah, I could probably deal with 3. You know what I mean? I could.
Everybody under one roof.
Everybody under one roof, but they gotta be like special. Before you even get into that, you gotta.
Like a Neo thing, Neo has like these girlfriends or something.
I heard.
And everybody's happy. They all go everywhere together.
Yeah.
Do things. You want like that?
I really want.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, like if I like. Yeah, and no, and the no is we live under a social construct for a long time, so that's not even really in my culture. It's from my roots, but it's not in my. I'm not accustomed to that, to having 2 women or 3 women in the same household as my quote unquote concubine or something like that. You know what I mean? I think that's something that people should, experiment with. It takes a special type of woman to, accept that type of lifestyle.
Certain special type of person. It can go both ways.
Well, I'm talking from a man's perspective.
Some men ain't gonna do that. Some men is one woman man.
Right. Right. Like, something like if I think that, we should start kind of like get back to that.
Like me, I have ran into women that say that they are willing to do that. And I think when it comes down to it, they not really knowing the acceptance they have to be in to get that type of relationship with another 3 people. Like that's a lot of stuff that you're gonna have to accept.
Right.
And they don't know that until it happens. You gotta know that before you go into that.
Right. Like I said, you take a special type of woman that want to accept that lifestyle. I'm willing to, excuse me. That's that PIFCon 2026. Yeah, so he was going around showing his they were all in the kitchen. Yo, it looked like a family reunion or something from down south when you got a lot of your family under one roof. It was like mad at them. It was mad at them in the kitchen.
You can handle that lifestyle.
Yeah, well, he sounded like, listen. Play this for y'all. He looked like he had it under control.
Hey, you see the unit in the kitchen. I got my wives working together right here. I got my wife Ruth right here helping the children. Say hey. I got Zion. Say what's up, Zion. I got my wife Sarah. Say hey, Sarah. Hey, what's Bathsheba? My wife Bathsheba. What
Look,
about Suzanne? Hey, say hey.
that looked like a
Hey,
party.
there go my new wife right there. Hey, Dawn. Dawn, say hello. There go my wife Dawn right there. Hey, there go my big girl Grace. Say hey, Grace.
No.
We getting ready for the children, about to feed the children. Say what's up,
Look at the
Isaac.
kids.
That's my boy Isaac. That's Open. Say hey, hey. There go Samson. Say what's up. Look at Samson.
Yeah.
There go my girl Rachel. Say hey.
No.
There go my girl Becca. Say hey, Becca.
No.
That's my baby. I got my big girl. She been out there playing, so she's sweating. That's Miriam. And we even got my baby girl Leah right there. Say hey, baby girl.
That's
So look,
an agreement.
We can
That's
work
an
in unity. These women
arrangement.
ain't in no
That's a
competition, man.
whole.
We building a legacy, man.
That's
All
a
praise to the Most High.
But
That was a lot.
a certain person. Then you have kids. It's not like you just have second wives.
A lot.
Kids with
Like a
that's a
whole
lot.
10 minutes of opening a daycare center worth of kids,
Yeah,
right?
that's a lot. But you know what? They do it. People do it. 7 is, I think, is just too much. 2 or 3. That's 7.
7. He knocking them up too.
So you would join a concubine?
A concubine.
Would she be
I would
a
not.
concubine?
I wouldn't join a concubine like a permanent thing. No. Like where we're all living together. No. Absolutely not. Can me and my husband or whoever I'm with, if we wanna dip and dabble, absolutely.
Oh, so you could deal with that rather than just y'all
I'm just
all
not
living
the
in the.
permanent thing.
Yeah,
Like,
like y'all living in. Hey, you in the bathroom?
Yeah. Mm-mm.
Oh man.
Nope.
Even if you had a mansion,
No. Why?
those are 7 wives. You probably have like 7 bathrooms. 7 rooms.
No. No.
Yeah, that was a little too much for him. Like that,
No,
that,
that's
that was
a
a
lot.
lot. That was a lot. Two,
And that's every
maybe
day?
3. 2, maybe 3. But they did this back in
I wouldn't even do 3. I would do 2 because I want us to all be in the same room. I don't want to be going to different rooms.
to different rooms.
Yeah, that's.
You want all y'all to be in the same room. You want to be like
we gonna
Superfly on the movie.
Yeah, let's enjoy a movie, and you know what I'm saying. All of us enjoy a movie.
You want to sleep in the middle and have 2 on each side.
Yeah.
Wherever they at.
I wouldn't mind that.
You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want more than 2.
It'd be like how me and my.
When you get the third one, then the third one that's like
Girl and a dog.
where you
Me
going?
and my sister used to be with my mother. My mother be in the middle. I'd be on one side. My sister be on the other side. She don't want two girls like this. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean,
It ain't that I want it, but
If you could get it.
if I was to have it, I wouldn't even chase it. But if it was to fall in my lap, I wouldn't go no farther than 2. That's it.
we got my man Ant Lover that just came in.
What's up? What's up?
President of Oasis. Yeah. The founder. Yeah. It's the founder. But yeah, man, Sonny says, I ain't living in the crib. We ain't all eating pancakes and
No,
eggs
we're
and
not.
stuff together. So,
Well, what about having 2 husbands?
No.
No.
No. No. I don't care how you flip it, like it's still a no. Like not in the house.
She's treating
husband-
polygamy like a dog. Like it's a dog.
husband and a side person? Absolutely.
A side piece?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's basically an open relationship.
Yeah. Love it. That would be great.
Open relationship.
Yeah.
We're not talking about that, though.
I know, but he's saying that that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, it would be like an open one.
Yeah. But it take hard-nosed people to, people with certain understanding to engage in that lifestyle. I mean,
That's secrets.
huh?
That's going to be secrets.
What you mean secrets?
One of them relationships she's not going to tell her husband about. Sooner or later.
As long as you just be safe, like that's it.
Wait a minute. What do you
Like,
mean?
because we're talking about openness
Mhm.
in the relationship of having two men or two girls or whatever. That will be keeping secrets because you wouldn't be telling them every time.
Why not? If you have that openness with the person that you're with, why not? That's the whole point of having an open relationship. So you know you okay. Y'all good? That's it. I don't see the point of not having that. What is the point then of having an open relationship if you're not going to be transparent?
Right.
What's the point? Why am I going to say we're going to have an open relationship and we agree to it for us not to be transparent if asked about it or whatever? That's like a threesome or something, you know? What about what about that?
What about a threesome?
Like, and that's an agreement. That's a, you know, when people have threesomes, they have a certain level of things. Maybe couples will agree that they can do this and not do that. You know what I'm saying? A level of expectation. So there's so many different types of relationships that people have. And it doesn't mean that, you know, it's
He's over here tasing insects. He's tasing flies. They get tased. He got one. This guy got tremendous aim. Fly shaking on the floor. Okay. Well, that's that.
different strokes for different folks.
Different strokes. Different.
Niche.
What you think about? What you think about Obama saying that young boys need a family? Oh shit! Excuse my.
I'm like, what? What? Start over?
Forget I even said that. Yeah, you're gonna remove that. I didn't really mean to say that. I'm wild. Saying that a young boy should have a homosexual mentor
Who said that?
in his life. Obama did.
When?
Yes.
In hell well that I did not just hear this foolishness that President Obama said. Oh my God. Sir, what you meant to say is that they need their father. That's what you meant to say. These young men need their father. They do not need a mentor from the LGBTQIA+. That's the wrong thing. There's no hate to the LGBTQIA+ community, but young men need to be trained by their fathers. They need to get the world understanding of how hard the world is for a man and how a man is supposed to move. A person from the LGBTQIA+ community that is a male, he cannot tell you how hard it is for a heterosexual man to walk around in this world. Because why? Everybody like, okay?
No.
The rainbow community men. Everybody like them.
Now, they've been trying, man. They've been trying. I told people 10 years ago that this was an agenda, more than 10 years ago. And this is an agenda, right? And they're not gonna stop. Damn, man. Like, why? Okay, you naturally meet somebody that happens to be homosexual. Okay, fine. Like, but what? When I was a kid, like in the 80s, 8 years old, 9, my aunt, that Billy, used to, when we used to live in Brownsville, Brooklyn, they used to come to the house and she used to have this guy with her. from Southside out here, Bobby, and he was gay. He was gay. He used to come to the house, and as a little kid, like, you know, I wasn't like, little kids are like pure, so they're not like this sissy man me. Like, you know, I would sit in the kitchen but I would just, it was always like intriguing, like this is a man, but he acting like a lady, yo. He acting like a woman, and then, you know, he like did. Fast forward to when I got older and we actually moved to Queens, he still would come by my aunt crib, and you know, he was cool. I have no problems with somebody that's a homosexual, but I just have problems with them trying to like normalize that shit in schools and shit to kids that's not naturally like that. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, on that. I'm gonna go into a whole other thing, so I'm just gonna keep it short. That I ain't gonna say regular. That's supposed to start a whole. But kids doesn't feel that way. You know, I wasn't. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Wait, so long story short, you're just trying to say that you think that they're being influenced to go into that lifestyle?
Yeah, like to have an open mind.
So you don't think kids should have an open mind?
Not in that way. It doesn't go like how you think. You know what I mean? An open mind about, you know, you got little boys coming to school with dress. My coworker was telling me in her son's school, it's a student that identifies as both. One day he can have on a dress, like just stupid stuff like that. When you're a kid, your brain is not nowhere near fully developed. Somebody can pull you this way, somebody can pull you that way. Like that's what I'm talking about. Leave them kids fragile. Let them mind mature. If they naturally feel like they want to, you know, feel on some nuts, or get older and play with some butts. When they get older, then so be it. Like, you know what I mean? That's cool with me. I don't do it. You know what I mean? Because if it ain't got a... Anyway, that's another thing. Yeah. That's another. But, yeah, man, leave, you know, stop saying stuff like that. This guy's bugging, man.
Can I chime in?
Yeah, you can chime in.
Ask a question first. Do you think homosexuality is a sin?
Is homosexuality
let me break that down. No, yeah, and no. No, because I think most people that are homosexual are born that way. I've got into a lot of disagreements about that, and you know, back and forth with people, especially like predominantly people from the Caribbean. No, nobody can't be born like that. And I'll be like, how, nigga? Do you want to tongue kiss a man right now? No, all right. That's how you know, that's okay. The key goes into the thing. Good, nigga. And I say,
everybody ain't gonna have the key.
huh?
Everybody ain't gonna have the key to fit the same lock. They're gonna be different.
But this is what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Most people are born like that, and then the rest of the percentage are people who have been molested by the same sex as a child, which make them like that shit. So, like, I would say it's a sin to somebody that knows, like, I mean, but how? Whoever's engaging in it, they gotta like it. You understand what I'm saying? So I would say, you know what? I would say no. I don't think it's a sin if you naturally feel like that. Like it's to me, and I'm just saying that this is my opinion. It's like a birth defect without, you know, the physical. It's like something wasn't right. Two men can't bring forth life. Two women can't bring forth life. Only a man and a woman can bring forth life.
So with that,
Yeah.
being the premise,
Yeah.
that's the way it should be between a man and a woman.
Right.
Because, like you just said, two
Right.
men can't bring a child and two women.
That's
so there's something wrong.
Right.
And like your question was, how do you feel about Obama saying that homosexuality should be?
Like it's a kid, young men should have a homosexual mentor in their life as they're growing up.
Well, I would disagree with him because that child, you influencing that child.
Right.
But it depends on, he say young men. You see what I'm saying? I think it's an age. Maybe he's talking about
Young men, 7, 8 years old, young men.
That's a
So
young
they can-
boy.
so
That's
it
a
can
young
show them-
boy. That's still a boy.
So
you see what I'm saying? That's still a
but
boy.
but I call a 7-year-old man a kid, a young man. They used to call
That's
me that
still
when
that's
I was,
still a young. That's still a boy.
but that's what I mean.
In reality, that's
anybody
still a
from
boy.
the ages of 6 to 13, 14.
I think that's the biggest question. Is like, what age range is he talking about?
Because you just said when they get to maturity or adulthood, whatever they
Right.
want to do, so be it.
Yeah, they
grown.
naturally feel
They can
like
do
that.
whatever they want to do.
Yeah.
A grown person can do whatever they want to do.
Right.
Your issue, if I'm not mistaken,
Right.
is putting this on children.
The kids put it in their minds. And, yeah.
Okay, so what's that age frame? You can't be like 1, 2, because they don't.
6.
From 6
From I can say anywhere from 5 when a kid, has an understanding of things on all the way up until 13 years old.
Okay, so let's use 6
All right.
as a fair number. That
Uh-huh.
would be first grade, right?
Right.
First grade.
Right.
13 would be what?
8th grade.
8th grade.
Yeah.
So from first grade to 8th grade, you got a problem with they being influenced by homosexuality.
Right.
I respect that.
Uh-huh.
But they children.
Right.
From 13 up, you saying it's okay?
13 up, I'm saying that you should be mature enough to know, your mind is not it's still not
You're still developing.
it's still developing. It's not gonna stop developing until the early 20s somewhere.
But sexual influence like
maybe
that shouldn't be that
24.
effective on you.
Yeah, it shouldn't be that when you are a child,
kid-
and I can only go back to me when I was a child. I was smart, but you're a child. You like a computer you just got, and you ain't even through half of the programs.
Child
in
is
it.
like a sponge. It just absorbs.
Exactly, and that could
And if
confuse
you
a
don't
kid.
you gotta understand. And as a child, we both were children at one point.
Right,
Our parents disciplined us.
right,
They taught us right from wrong.
right.
And we took that upon the continuation of going in from childhood to childhood to
Maturity.
adulthood.
To adulthood.
I if I'm understanding correct, from that young man part, I would say that he's saying that because let's just say your decision at 13 or 14. Because to me, a young man I consider to be in their teens, not under 12. Like to me, you're a kid. Young man, for me, 13 and up. I'm just saying, I feel like that just, if you are, or if you feel, if your sexuality isn't what is ideal, and if maybe they do need to speak to someone in that community if they're gonna go that way. Because you gotta look at today's kids, they're exposed to everything. Everything is an influence. So we're not talking about us and how we were raised. We're talking about now. So if you could have a mentor to help you go on in your path, whatever it is, whatever your home looks like. A lot of kids have 2 dads or 2 moms.
Or one dad.
Or one dad or no dad. You understand? So a mentor for that, I would all the way agree with. If I have a child and my child at 13 is saying, oh, they want to be, they think that they're gay or they identify as whatever, I'm going to try to get as much counseling, much help for them. And understand too, these young adults, they are killing themselves because you're saying that this is wrong. That's what they're doing. That's the straight talk, the straight understanding.
Which is true, but what Brian said, some of these kids feel that they in the wrong body.
Right.
Right.
As they growing up, they just feel like,
right.
I know it's supposed to be man and woman, but
right. This is how I feel.
That's not how I feel. And who are you to tell me how I feel?
Right.
Right. I agree with that. I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
But if we go in any spirituality, it is a abomination.
Right. But I think that's maybe a part that they missed a little bit.
Yeah,
like,
because I agree with you because the world today, they just give them sound clips.
Right.
It's like a buffet. Take what you want, leave what you don't like.
Right.
Which it really doesn't work.
How could you fault How could you fault someone or something or whatever for naturally feeling like that? You understand what I'm saying?
How can you change it? How can you change it?
You might want to get them help. And a person that is in that world might be the only person that can relate to them and bring this is what it is and this is what it's not.
Right.
If you don't partake in it, how can you tell me this is right or wrong?
Man, let me tell you something. I've got friends, met people that are, gay. And I asked them, I've asked them, like, how you always been like this? Every answer I get from them is from like from when I was little. You know what I mean? Yo, man, like I said, sometimes people get molested and, they end up being attracted to that. Hopefully it's the opposite sex, but the same sex, they end up being attracted to that,
It's in every TV show now.
Well, that's why when I started it, and I told people more than 10 years ago, it's an agenda. It's been in movies. They're always placing it in certain movies, and this is that. It's an agenda. They gotta do that. You know what I mean? They gotta do that. This is how they want the world to, be. They want everybody to be super accepting in a way of it being pushed on whoever in the future.
Okay, so I'm gonna keep it 100. In my earlier years, homosexuality bothered. I've seen a person I didn't want to know they near me.
Homophobic.
I was homophobic.
Right.
As I got older, as long as you're not bringing it towards me, that's your business.
Right.
I can't judge you because at the end of the day, when you got an answer to it, I ain't standing with you. You got an answer to that.
Right.
As long as you don't bring it to me, I'm good.
Right.
But I still feel it's wrong, but that's my opinion. You understand? And I'll keep it 100. If I have a son, if he came to me and said, this is what I wanted to do, how would I react to it? That's my son. Or my daughter.
Right.
Now I got to no, you can't do that?
Right.
Or do I approve of it?
Right.
I don't agree with it, but as you said, as they get to adulthood, how can I stop it?
That's why I think you would keep it 100.
Listen.
Tell them exactly. I don't approve of that, but if that's the lifestyle you want to live, I respect you for it because you're my son.
Listen.
But I believe you. I don't believe that. I don't.
Are you familiar with vampires?
Yeah.
Vampires and vampire movies, and, things of sort of that nature. Him and whoever else, Dracula, Nosferatu, whoever else.
Sinner.
Yeah. Blade. What do they all have in common? What do they all like to do?
Homosexuality.
Huh?
Homosexuality.
Well, not just homosexuality. They like sucking blood. They thirst for blood. They thirst for that. You ain't gonna be able to change a vampire unless you kill him. He ain't gonna want no hamburgers. he ain't gonna want no maybe raw hamburger.
You gotta fulfill that thirst.
Yeah, you gotta fulfill that thirst.
So you trying to say
it's the same? It's the same thing, man. That's like.
But is it? What are we discussing? Is it right? Is it wrong? And I'll throw in how you feel about pedophilia.
I ain't gonna say it's wrong. Would you call somebody that was mentally retarded wrong?
How do you feel about pedophilia? How do you feel about grown people who are taking advantage of kids? Is that right?
That's not right. That's somebody with a sickness that needs.
Yeah,
that sickness is that same thirst.
Huh?
That sickness is that same thirst.
Listen,
but that was a thirst that you created in yourself. You created that in yourself. Some people
aren't some gay people that
no, they gay together.
I disagree with you that everybody is born with it. I believe some people are influenced into it.
I believe that too. Yeah, it's everyone. It's everyone.
Some of them are not born with it.
You cannot influence me into liking a man's penis and balls. I don't care how much.
But that's you.
Yeah, I don't believe that either. I think that gene was in them, but they covered it. They suppressed it.
That's one side of the coin.
And then somebody brought that out of them.
That's one side of the coin. But the other side of the coin, some people have been influenced to it.
Can somebody influence you?
Yeah. I mean,
so
if I'm being honest,
you think so? You think a gay man can influence you into being gay?
Not in that sense. But somebody can influence. I can go to a car dealership.
No, you gotta keep it on the same level. Same level.
Then you should have asked the question: can somebody influence me to go into homosexuality?
All right, thank you. That's it.
No, they shouldn't. If you
can't.
How they gonna
do
it?
They can't
because that gene is not in you. You're not suppressing the gene. Some people suppress it.
Until
they let it go.
Some people are influenced.
Suppressing how?
They hide it.
Yeah,
because they don't want somebody. They don't want society to see it.
That's called not coming out of the closet.
Thank you. All right.
We know that.
Yeah.
Like if they like that, if
they doing that,
somebody gonna know. You can't really hide if you naturally like that. I've seen.
You see the tendency.
I've seen little kids. I went to school with little kids. I've seen when they grew up. I didn't see them in 20 years. They grew up. They're gay. They're homosexual. And I said, man, I knew
the little
that
kid
when
on
I was
my
a little
block.
kid.
The nigga had a baby and all of that.
Yeah.
Went out with girls all his little teenage life. And after he got a certain age, he came out the closet. He suppressed it that whole time, even to having sex with a girl. So the people that was hanging out with him would think he's straight. But even then, they said they used to still call him gay. Because you can't hide it all the way. Your little feminine stuff is going to come out.
He was going with Nene, but he really wanted that pee-pee. He really wanted that.
Because the whole time, we always knew he was gay.
Yo, man.
But that's the whole point. That's why.
That's how you feel.
That's why what's happening in the world is happening. So they don't have to suppress and hide. So that they can feel more accepted. That's the whole point of that. That's the whole point.
And that's why they forcing it on us. Because it's not been accepted yet. Society don't accept it. Huh?
So then you must think everything
is
America.
It's an agenda. It's a little deeper than they just want us to accept it. It's a little deeper than that.
It's a little deeper than that.
Yeah, it is a little deeper than that. Why would you have homosexual things in schools and in books and stuff like that?
Muslims don't subscribe to that.
No, they don't. They don't bear nothing. They don't. But let me tell you that. Listen, everybody's human. Everybody got their religions that they follow, but everybody's is.
I don't think anybody follows
they mess with prostitutes and they like doing the same thing that we do. So
it's a buffet.
Yeah, they could be religious, but you know that. Yeah, they
you understand?
They go up to the side.
It's like at one point I used to be like, well, how you going? You Muslim, and it's okay for you to have 5-6 wives.
Some people not, Assalamu alaikum, man.
Quran says if you could take care of them.
What?
That's what
all equally.
That's what the Quran said. But the Bible doesn't.
Yeah, but that's two different books.
5
Right, but now
Two different religions.
two different. Okay, so what I'm getting at is everybody got different preferences.
Mm-hmm.
You follow Muslim.
Yeah, but the Bible, does the Bible
Christianity.
really say you can't have a lot of wives? I believe the Bible says that. And I forgot who
I
in the
believe
Bible
there's
had.
certain things in the
Abraham,
Bible
I think,
that's
had a lot of
contradictory.
wives or whatever.
You understand? Because the Old Testament is definitely different from the New Testament.
Yeah, well, that's because
The
that's
old
before
Bible is
Jesus.
definitely different from the new Bible.
The Old Testament is different from the New Testament because that was before Jesus. If you ever pick up a Bible when you start seeing it red, it's in the New Testament.
I think it starts.
That's Jesus. But that's what separates the Old Testament from the New Testament. The Old Testament, Jesus wasn't around. He wasn't born yet. New Testament, there's certain things that you could do. They tell you can't do in the Old Testament.
So let's bring in modern, Old and New Testament, right? Let's say we operating in the Old Testament, and Jesus come, and you got the New Testament now. People that's doing the stuff
After
in
he
the
died.
Old Testament already got that ingrained in them.
Right.
They might sit there and say, I don't care what he's saying. I'm going to continue to do what this. I like this.
Right.
Then some people might convert and say, no, this is a better way of life.
Right.
I want to do this.
Right.
Free will, and we all have the power of choice.
Right.
Wow.
Well, that's why it was part of them crucifying Jesus because of that too. You know what I mean? I mean, to each his own. He is the Son of God, so they wanted to go against him, which they did, but he forgave them anyway. Right. But there's so many different religions. You whatever religion that you are familiar with or grew up with, you are only born into that. And this is what I brought up one time talking to my mother and my uncles at the table down south. Boy, they attacked me, boy. Boy, you need to get back in church. Like, what? No. You're only the religion that you practice because you were born into it. And do you agree?
Yes.
Yeah. If I would have born and my family was Muslim, I would have been Muslim.
But then later on, if you didn't want to.
If I didn't want, everybody has the freedom to, I talked to my mother like last year, and I was telling her that I was, thinking about converting to Islam. Man, why did I do that?
You?
Yeah. And it's nothing against, I grew up Christian.
Right there.
Like everybody else.
That's Martin Luther King,
Yeah.
and then you want to switch over to Malcolm X. That's not going to work. Your mom's been following Martin Luther King her whole life.
Martin Luther the King.
Now you're going to say you're going to switch sides and go to Malcolm X? No.
New and old.
New and old.
Oh, you sounded Eddie Murphy when you said that.
It's true. And that's a new. That would have been a new belief for you, right?
Right.
If you'd have moved into Muslim, that's new. You knew the old is Christianity.
Right. Just got my man Melly to just slide through. Pause.
Melly Mel in the house.
Melly Mel in the house, yo. Everybody in here go back more than 2 decades. Well over more than 2 decades. Yeah, so that's that. I didn't plan on getting too deep, but that was a good, and don't anything that we say, I'm a funny guy, I could be a funny guy. Don't take nothing, I love everybody. Like he said, when I was younger, I wasn't homophobic, but we're gonna move on to the next thing, but I just want to say this. What changed me with that was I had a friend of mine, right? I knew him through music. Dude who taught me how to do beats. had produced something on their album. This is a group that came out in the 90s. I'm not gonna mention the group, but it was an artist. My manager knew him since he was smaller, and I was like, oh man, I like this dude, man. We met him now. We even did a few songs. This was in the late 90s, and he never told me out of his mouth, but you know, and I didn't have a problem with that because we was cool. He was my friend. You know what I mean? Like, he used to come to the crib and shit. That's what like changed it, and like that with me. Like, person is how they is, how they gonna be if that's what they like.
You brought up a good topic because it can go down so many different roads. Like, we came up with Michael Jackson and Prince.
Right.
Would you say that they were born into music? Did they have that music gene in them?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know too much about Prince, but I know Michael did. His father played instruments.
Right. Like you said, if his father didn't put music in front of him,
yeah, right,
he might have not have gravitated to it.
Right.
But it just seemed that his music, he was born to do it. Right. When you look at the greats, you be like, nah, it's just something more to them just liking music.
Right. That's their talent.
Because they talented, which we all have talents.
Right.
And if you don't use the talent that you've been given, it becomes a curse.
That's a sin. Yeah, you're right.
It becomes a curse.
Right.
So, just like you said, is a homosexuality gene. And I'm saying, I have to agree with you because I just said, I use music.
He said,
I see where you're going.
I don't think it could be something genetic. It could be something.
It's just genetic. To me, it's just like, if a kid come out looking more like his mother or his father.
That's in the genes.
In the genes, right?
Okay.
The male could have stronger genes than some females could have stronger genes than the male.
Right.
And the feminine genes take over.
No, I don't. I
don't take over, but it's more feminine genes.
Yes,
than it is male genes.
You are correct. And what is that? What would that be called? Like what I said a few.
Homosexuality.
No. Inevitably, yeah. But what would that be called? But he just said what I said a moment ago. That's all that is. And, any doctors or whatever, anybody who want to, educationally talk about this, hit us up in the comments.
Yeah, we got one right here. Go ahead, Sonny.
It's a birth defect. That's how it's a birth defect.
I don't want to say
homosexuality is a birth defect.
I wouldn't call it a birth defect.
It's not.
It's more of an imbalance, but it's not a defect.
What's a birth defect?
A birth defect is somebody that comes out mentally challenged. That's a birth defect.
No.
That's a birth defect.
No, that's a mental. That's mental.
No, if they paraplegic, that's not mental.
No.
If you come out with one arm shorter than the other,
that's a birth defect.
Do you remember a moment ago when I said it's a birth defect, but not physical? I don't know. It might have slipped at you, but I said that. It doesn't always have to. When you say birth defect, it doesn't always have to be something you're a physical.
You're right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Saying that, but then you got to put the imbalance because if you got more of something than you're supposed to have, if a man had more estrogen than testosterone,
right? That's not a birth defect.
It's not a birth. It's an imbalance. It's a chemical imbalance. Something ain't working right.
Right. Well, when it's a birth defect, things don't
line up correctly.
Yeah, I saw it's that's why I try to read and look at different things. They broke it down biologically. When the egg you have the egg and the sperm goes into it and it splits and all of that. Little while after that, it's messages. So it's a message to send to you that you are a male and everything is lining up the right way. Or you're attracted to women. You have a son. The key fits right into where it needs to be.
But then he has, for a male, you have to have the X and Y chromosome.
Yeah, but I'm talking
Female, I
about
believe, has just the Y.
what I'm saying is, it's certain things. It's like wiring. It's certain things that you're wired correctly.
Oh, it's more wise than X's.
I'm wired correctly. Some people, it's not. It's something happened at that time that then send that. You understand what I'm saying? That's yeah, yeah. I know, right?
This is.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
it's a good topic though, man.
Oh God.
Hit us in the comments.
But you in the medical field, correct us if we wrong.
No, there's no right or wrong answer. Because
Right,
birth defect, gene,
right,
non-gene, whatever.
right,
There's no right or wrong answer for homosexuality. There's none.
right.
Is
No
it-
reason
is it a
why
choice?
you could.
It
Whatever
happens
I say
in nature.
listen, that's a matter of opinion. That's how I feel.
Right,
I'm not gonna say so and so was born gay or into the wrong body or whatever. If that's how you feel, then that's what it is. That's just me. That's my opinion. That's just how I feel. I don't feel that it's a genetics thing or a birth defect or a belief or because it's two daddies in the home or two women, two whatever. I don't believe in that because a lot of people say, oh yeah, they raised by two fathers because they're gay, so the kids are going to be gay. It doesn't mean that. No, but a lot of people.
Most of the time,
that.
I see the gay people, they be raised in straight homes.
Exactly. So I'm just saying, there's a lot of different beliefs. There's a lot of different, and it's a matter of what you believe in your household and what
to each
is
his
right
own.
for you.
To each his own. We
I'm
love
not
everybody.
here to say that it's right.
yeah.
We love everybody. Gay people, welcome.
Of course.
I don't think we was bashing anybody.
No, we wasn't bashing
We was
nobody.
just having a
Nah, we
conversation,
wasn't bashing
you know what
nobody.
I'm
Never. We don't do that on the Low Label Show, by the way. We don't bash anyone unless they really need bashing. But we don't bash
I do
nobody
think
for their sexuality and stuff like that.
religion and homosexuality is that's a touchy one for a lot of people.
It's just like politics.
I add politics.
Yeah.
I add politics and music to it. It used to be politics, religion, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I add music to it too, because they'll kill you over. They kill you over. But anyway, that's that. Hit us in the comments on that subject. We got a few people, for those, especially those 80s kids, 70s babies, 80s kids. We just had two people that were a part of, I'd like to say, the majority of people that grew up in that time's lives that just, recently passed. I'm gonna start with my man Malcolm-Jamal Warner, man. Rest in peace, Theo. Had like some water accident and got pulled the undertow. Yeah, the current was real. I never got caught in the current, and I ain't swimming. I don't know how long, but last I swam. I was a very good swimmer, but you ever get pulled in the undertow? I don't know, but they say don't swim against it. Swim with it and swim out of it. You know what I mean? I don't like I said. I never know that. Just be careful.
You ever been on a cruise?
No, I don't plan on. No.
When you go that far out into the ocean, it's different.
Yeah, it's different. That ain't no
that
pool.
Amount of water.
Yeah.
It's like it thinks.
Yeah. No, you messing with the real.
You know what I'm saying? That's Mother Nature as well. You know what I'm saying?
You messing with the real, man.
I can't say that didn't happen. Because at any given moment, that water have a mind of its own. He could have caught a cramp. We don't know what happened when he was down.
Real divers, they'll jump in the ocean because they know
they've been
trained how to swim in that type of water. That's a different, and it don't even really be waves a lot of times, but it just be chopped. It be like, It's different, man. It's different. But Malcolm-Jamal won.
It's like three of them that come in threes. Malcolm died, Ozzy died,
And
Hulk Hogan died.
And Hulk Hogan
all
died.
in like the same week.
Yeah, yeah. I ain't gonna get into what that's. But anyway, rest in peace to that brother. You know what I mean?
Theo. Rest
Theo,
in peace
man.
to Theo. You always gonna be remembered to me as Theo.
Theo, word, man. Mm-hmm.
Number one black show.
Young.
Only 54.
54 years old.
Yeah, actually, his daughter almost passed away too. But they saved his daughter.
They saved it.
Yeah.
Man,
So she experienced the same.
she was with him. Yeah. They got them in the Hudson River. Some people fell in was in the Hudson River some years ago and died like that too. Undertow. So you wonder. But like you said, Hulk Hogan died. But that right there, it's it was a lot of memes and stuff like that. Because as we know, some years ago, Hulk Hogan got caught on the phone. I think his daughter was dating a black guy or something. And he was like, "Oh, saying nigga, she gonna date a nigga and let it be a $8 million money making nigga, 8 foot tall nigga." Just saying, racist stuff.
He had that.
Yeah, but
he had a controversy. I don't know if you remember when his son was in a car accident and he killed his friend.
Mm-hmm.
He really didn't care about the friend. He was worried about his son.
Right.
His endorsements. How
Right.
that was going to turn out to his endorsement.
Yeah,
Somebody just lost their life.
He had that reality show. I was listening to, it's a guy, they call him, what's his name? Ghetto Gospel. He got a lot, he has a lot of good reels on Instagram and TikTok. But he was saying that, don't act like, his angle is always, holding black people accountable too for things. And you look in the comments, and it's like people that don't understand that they think that he's siding, but he's really not. But he was saying, don't act like we all grew up on Hulk Hogan and, like stuff about Hulk Hogan. But you can't, when you heard that, he said that I've been around mad black people to be like, oh, that white MF or it'd be like whether it be like a mother or whatever, or I got a son that said, I don't want you to marry no, which I experienced that in my family. So, but I'm saying that to say, me personally, after I heard him say that, I wasn't like surprised because I heard Mel Gibson say it. I just was like, I laughed to myself, but I'm not gonna make fun of his death because he, said that. Like homeboy was saying, about black people that, not saying that what he did was right. Because I didn't think of him the same way. I'm like, oh, we niggas now. You know what I mean? But, rest in peace to him, man. He was a part of your, whether you like it or not, he was a part of your life.
Just like,
tell me you ain't like it when the Hulkamaniac come out.
That's what we came up on.
Yeah.
Eat your vitamins.
Right. You know
what I'm saying? That's what we came up on.
Rest in peace to Hulk Hogan, man.
And at that point, he was all American. It was all about America.
Right.
At that point, the rivalry was between him and the Iron Sheik.
Right. Oh, the Iron Sheik hated him. Iron Sheik hated him till he died, man. I've got videos of Iron Sheik still. I'm like, Iron Sheik still beefing with this dude?
That was one of the WrestleMania.
But at the end of the day, I understand. I love being black. You go through, the last, I don't know, 600-700 years or whatever. They want to, listen, I ain't going to go there. Listen, I love being black. Most of the world, me personally, I think, don't like black people. I know that, And I'm not saying that all white people don't like black people, because I know a lot of white people who love black people. And I happen to love them too. I love everybody. I don't care what you are.
Like a stereotype.
Yeah. You know, I wasn't raised that way. Like, I'm glad I wasn't raised that way, you know? Well, I do believe that different races have certain characteristics, you know. But anyway,
it's someone in every race that I don't like. There's someone in every race that I do like. It's just that's just part of life.
there you go.
Good and bad.
There you go. You don't like every flower. You be like, man, that flower's ugly. That flower, you pull the ugly one up. Is that right to the other flowers? Like, yo, that was my friend. Anyway, Ozzy Osbourne. Yeah, I didn't really listen to his music, you know, Black Sabbath and stuff. But I got familiar with Ozzy Osbourne when they had the reality show, you know. I used to watch that a lot. Ozzy's a wild dude, man. But you know,
Prince of Darkness, right?
yeah, everything was black and dark in there and everything, and Ozzy used to bite the heads off of bats and stuff. But Ozzy did a lot of drugs, man, and it really, you know, that should be a, you know, drugs could speed up the process of your longevity of, you know, living.
How old was
People
he?
say he did drugs.
In the 70s.
Except weed.
70s.
Yeah, he was young, man. Young, man.
But in that life, that's old.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, and them be different drugs. You know. Rest in peace to him, man. You know. Rest in peace to him. Yeah. So what else we got going on, man? What else we got? Carissa Shields just fought. She won that fight.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know she was fighting.
Now she want to fight. What's her name?
Not Layla Ali. Yeah, whatever, man. You know, as long as it's a real fight and not one of those, you know, made up, you know, fights.
Layla Ali still fighting?
No.
She's gonna come out of
She
retirement.
said she would.
15 million.
It's like a 15-year difference on that fight.
Yo,
that's crazy.
17.
That's why they put 15 million on it, huh?
Melly, she gonna come out and that young girl gonna whoop her.
Yeah, ain't gonna be no fun watching.
Yeah. Yeah.
We was just talking about that last night.
Yeah, what?
And I said, Ali, she's a boxer.
Right.
Carissa, she's a fighter.
Right.
Boxing wise, she might beat her. Other way around. She's like I said, she's 15 years older.
Yeah, I never saw that from that gender. I never saw a woman come, you know, like that dynamic. I never saw it, so I don't know.
Carissa different.
Yeah.
She's different.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Papoose rolled up in the Rolls Royce. Shout out to my man Papoose, man, for leaving that chicken head alone, man. We talked about that in the last show. Shout out to Papoose, man.
Again,
Leaving that chicken head alone. Talking about, oh, you found a come up. So what? You thought you found a come up with that funny chicken neck looking
I disagree with that. I believe Papoose and Carissa, their chemistry work.
Yeah,
It work.
I didn't say.
You know what I'm saying? It's just, you know, you're going to have the haters.
Remy was saying that.
She's a hater now.
Yeah, she a hater.
And you know what? There is a saying. Sometimes you don't know what you got until it's gone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I have a little problem with Remy because that man held her down.
Right.
But she had to do that bid.
Right. I don't think she really liked him like that because she didn't care about her.
She's like a thug dude, man.
Yeah.
And he not that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but when do you grow out of that? She approaching 50 years old.
But this is what I'm saying.
When do you grow out of that?
This is why she's a bird. She's a bird, man. She really is. I don't. Anyway, we talked about that. I go check out the last
got arrested
show.
for murder, right?
Yeah.
Shots fired.
She was up at court arguing with the murder victim's daughter. She's
talking about
she's a
you
bird.
got a fake watch on. Like that's the first.
Yeah. Sound 19 years old. She got a fake watch on. Man, that's
you thinking about the watch? Like that's how her brain is.
Yeah, that's that.
Stay light.
Yeah.
You worry about a watch?
She don't care. That's what the girl was saying. Like, where's the compassion? Like she said the last time they went for a hearing, she was standing up like ICE grilling her and like, oh my gosh. What a mess. Lord, thank you for me being raised by an adult and a level-headed one. Thank you. Thank you. Really. Really. Yeah, so what else is going on, man? Like, hold on, leave something else. Something else I want to do. We're going to talk about this and we're going to wrap it up. Look at this. Why? 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 Yo, my man Spike Lee. Why he got a bag like that? Why? I just want to know why, yo.
It go with his hat.
Man, not the kind of bag. Like Spike Lee,
Gotta take
as
it
I
from
just
my
saw,
man.
got and he got a flared out pants. Like,
Did
okay,
you see ASAP Rocky? He had on red. He had on what the hell are them shoes?
yeah.
Heel.
My sister used to wear them shoes.
Yeah.
Like I said before, it's an agenda. If you don't think so, or you want to talk about conspiracy theory, fine. That means that you're not aware and your third eye is probably calcified. It's an agenda. Yeah, I know Melly know. It's an agenda. We all know that. And they, this is why you
only to jump in the agenda. So I see Serena Williams the other day. I have to come back to play tennis for health insurance.
What?
Oh yeah, I didn't see. Yeah, she said she'll come back to health insurance. I don't know.
For health insurance?
I'm like, do you got money or not? Like, is it a game? Yeah, that's
isn't she supposed to have over $100 million?
Yeah, she said she'd come back to health insurance. Sounds weird.
That's weird. She don't even look like the same person.
No, she don't, right?
Listen, my third eye's open. I don't know exactly what they're doing, but they definitely doing something. That's like with Gucci Man. That ain't the same. I don't care if he lost weight or whatever. I saw a picture of him when he was slim. He wasn't even that big from back in the days on them old DVDs. He don't look like he look now. And he's about the same size. There's something fishy with that. And I always said it since day one. That ain't the same dude. You know what I mean? Like, and I will just leave that there. Because we ain't on that. This ain't
That ain't Spike Lee either.
Huh?
I ain't never seen Spike Lee carrying a bag like that.
That might be a cloned Spike Lee, man. Yo, he from Brooklyn too, man. What's wrong with this guy? Y'all saw that bag, man? gosh, what's going on? What's going on? You saw it. What's going on? What you think about
To
that?
each his own. I don't care.
To each his
Doesn't
own.
bother me.
Yeah, you that free spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't argue with you. But as you know, and the people that know me, I'm very opinionated. He wilding out with that. Yeah, you can do whatever you want. I can go put on a pair of high heels and walk around the whole Rochdale if I want. Can't nobody stop me.
No.
I'm not gonna do it.
But you can.
Yeah, I can. I can.
You
First,
might feel that same way. You can.
He can. He did it.
You
You're
can.
doing it.
Mayweather.
But this is
He got
the
a
first
bag.
time I ever seen him do that. Mayweather always got a bag, so I
He
can't.
holding it like
He
an
got
old lady too.
Spike Lee ain't Mayweather. He ain't no way close to a Mayweather type of person. So why is he doing that?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
I get that one. Mayweather. I
It's
ain't
like
fuck-
trying to get a big budget or something. Man.
There's something with that. Yeah, I ain't never seen him carry nothing like that
It
before.
looked like that. His pants are flared out, yo. Like
Sometimes
what
you
are
gotta sell your soul to get what you want.
you?
With them Nick ticket.
Well, shout out to Spike Lee. He's still one of my favorite.
That nigga trying to get back into the back door.
Even though
Of the square
at Brooklyn,
going.
listen, even
Got
though
it.
at Brooklyn Bodega around, I don't know, 10 years ago, I bought a shirt from Spike Lee. And Spike Lee looked like he was so disgusted, man. I wanted to tell him that, you really influenced me on writing and, writing scripts and different things like that. But his attitude, maybe it was just that day because my man said, nah, he was cool with me. He was tired or something, and then it was like signing the shirt in my eye. And I just was standing there like, okay. I wanted to mush Spike Lee at that. Yes.
I think that's
Nah, that's my man.
I think that's the biggest problem of the world today is that the people don't know
What mindset?
the influence
Right.
that they have on other people.
Yeah.
They don't.
I'll give you an example of something that you said yesterday. We was watching Joe and Jada show. And you said, look how fast they climbing because you're not showing drinking, smoking. So they're getting that grand audience.
Everybody, children could watch them. So once you go there,
They can watch Fat Joe tell 200 stories.
In one segment.
That one, I never seen Fat Joe. Shout out to Fat Joe and Jada Kiss on their show. Shout out to my boys, Thanks for Asking podcast. Go watch Thanks for Asking podcast. All right? They got a very good podcast, man. A lot of good interviews, Southside. And I guess that's going to wrap it up for this segment of No Label Show Reloaded. And until next time, see y'all.